with meteorologist Jeff Donovan.
Good afternoon. We are going to start things off with a look out at Grants Pass from the Tap Rock Northwest Grill. We are starting to get some of that pretty dense haze and smoke overhead once again after a bit of relief yesterday and through early this morning. Now, another thing we're tracking this midday besides that haze and smoke starting to move into the region, temperatures much cooler than we have been talking about for a majority of the summer. Only mid 60s right now in our west side valleys, mid to upper 60s through Siskiyou County, and then east of the Cascades, temperatures currently sitting in the 50s and 60s. The one place that is a little bit warmer towards the coast, specifically the Brookings area, we are getting a little bit of an easterly wind component on the coast, and that is promoting some effect. Air quality is starting to deteriorate in southern Oregon and northern California. If you joined us for News Watch 12 this morning, we were looking at mostly good air quality around the entire region. You can see now unhealthy for sensitive groups air quality, even unhealthy air quality in some spots. We will continue to see worsening air quality at least through the early to mid-afternoon hours before we could see some relief coming this evening. Timing out your hour by hour this afternoon, we are going to continue to see that haze and smoke rolling into the area. Temperatures, though, going to be staying in the upper 70s through your 2 p.m. hour. On the whole, today is going to be relatively cool compared to what we have been looking at for a majority of the summer. Along the coast, expect temperatures to be climbing into the 70s today. Some haze and smoke concerns will be possible in Curry County, but for the most part, we will just be focusing on these gusty winds from the north, potentially gusting up to 30 miles per hour. Siskiyou County, pockets of dense haze and smoke will certainly exist today, but these high temperatures will be capped off only in the upper 70s to mid 80s. A fairly comfortable temperature day in Siskiyou County, although staying indoors because of that smoke may still be a good idea. East of the Cascades, that's where we will find temperatures today only climbing into the low to mid 70s today. Winds going to turn rather blustery later in the day. We could be looking at gusts up to 30 miles per hour from the northwest. Not as strong, though, as we were talking about yesterday. In our mountains, 70 degrees today at Lake of the Woods, but then upper 70s through Prospect and Butte Falls. And in our west side valleys, temperatures will be topping out in the low to mid 80s this afternoon. Looking at some of those smoke concerns in our west side valleys, too. And even for those of us in our west side valleys, winds potentially could turn a bit gusty later in the day. Timing out your smoke forecast, getting into this afternoon around your 1-2 o'clock hour. This is really when we're going to be seeing the most dense smoke concerns around southern Oregon and northern California. A little bit of relief may come this evening, but then we do get another surge of smoke that is set to enter our region tomorrow. As we look at your Eat Outside Index, I do give it a solid 7 on the day. Temperatures are going to be fairly comfortable, but just be aware that we are going to be looking at some of those smoke concerns. Drought conditions still terrible across southern Oregon and northern California. You can see a big swath of exceptional drought east of the Cascades, extreme drought elsewhere. So even though we don't have any fire weather alerts in place today per se, certainly continue to practice that fire safety around the entire region. For the next 7 days, the coast will see temperatures sticking in the 70s. Mostly sunny skies will dominate the forecast period. As we go through Siskiyou County, expect temperatures in the mid 80s today, upper 80s tomorrow. Looking at some of those smoke concerns, but I do want you to notice not looking at any upper 90s and certainly no triple digits in the forecast. East of the Cascades, mid 70s today, upper 70s tomorrow. Do continue to anticipate some air quality concerns. By the time we hit Friday, low 80s. Really, temperatures not too far off from what is considered normal for this time of year. In our mountains, we will be looking at temperatures primarily in the 70s for the next 7 days. We will be seeing some breezy winds today in the mountains. That's going to be true all across southern Oregon and northern California. And in our west side valleys, mid 80s today, upper 80s tomorrow. We will be looking at some of those haze and smoke concerns, but again, I think it's very noteworthy. No upper 90s, no triple digits on our way in the forecast period.